What have been the key challenges you guys have been facing these days? Without like naming any clients, but what are the more common or typical like challenges companies are getting to you and say, "Oh, help me"?
I think general talent development, capability development. I reckon I've had a conversation around retention of staff probably 10 times in the last 12 months with big companies who go, do you know what? We are either the turnover of staff is growing or people are not feeling developed and valued. So we've been asked to create a number of academies, long-term academies to develop people internally to either help with succession planning, build expertise and skills internally, or just generally upweight the skills of teams. Because there's just, it feels like there is a dearth of capable people right now. Commercial capability just feels like a miss. So that's a big challenge. We've had that twice this week in conversations with clients. I'm seeing it all over the world. So we've been asked to develop more and more academies just to take people through a 2 to 3 year journey that people feel they're being developed, they're being invested into, and which is the right message. You want your people to feel they're being invested into. So that's a big challenge. We see, go to market, particularly in Brazil. So it's clearly not just me who doesn't understand how the Brazil, kind of some of the route to market strategies work, but a number of clients we speak to are, do you know what? I'd love you to help us with this rapidly changing route to market because it's changing almost too quickly for me. Can somebody come in with an objective view, excuse me, and just help us make sure that we have the right products, the right formats. We're focusing on the right channels to create the right profitability. And sometimes we shouldn't be in a channel. There's always a natural tendency to want to sell everywhere. Do you know what? Don't do it everywhere. If it's not going to be profitable, unless there's a really smart strategic reason, then don't do it. So go to market is huge. And I'd extend that into some of the distributors. We've got plenty of clients who are in tough distributor agreements right now, where they are either too small a part of that distributor portfolio, or then the distributor's not evolving with some of that omni-channel strategy that we talked about. So go to market, developing academies, and I think there's a category piece, particularly in consumer goods. Categories almost been forgotten with the pandemic, with availability being a big thing for 2 years, cost price increases for 2 years. We're now seeing with the slowdown in unit sales. Do you know what? We need to go back to the category strategy. We used to do that 5 years ago. Remember that? We need to dust that back off, and that's probably our second or third fastest growing area at the moment is category leadership. How do we re-establish ownership of the category, be innovative, come with solutions to retailers and start to help them grow those unit sales? And also, we've talked quite a bit this week about procurement.
Yeah.
We have a great procurement team, and they're able to help people really get hold of some of the raw materials costs or other different areas. Procurement's an oft forgotten area that we don't put enough focus into as businesses, and the more we can focus into them, there are savings to be made there. And those savings go straight to the bottom line, which is what we